Welcome to IITC channel. Friends, today we are going to see the potential questions to be asked during the safety officer interview or safety supervisor interview or HSE supervisor interview or HSE manager interview. These are top 50 potential hot questions what you will face during the interview. Probably the phase will be different. Probably they will ask the different questions. I can tell you over past 27 years of my experience, I might have done around 1000 interviews, and out of 1000 interviews I might have selected around 200 people to work for the company in different organization in different countries. Questions remain same, and probably the methodology are different. You will see in our slide. Let us go ahead. This is about me. I will not read line by line. This is about IITC profile, what we do. These are the key competencies for our organization. Now we are going to see, top 50 questions which are potential to be asked during the safety officer interview. आज हम लोग हिंदी और अंग्रेजी दोनों में बात करेंगे ताकि आप सभी को मैक्सिमम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इस वीडियो का फ़ायदा हो. So let us start with first question. Friends, if you are going for the interview of safety officer, fire officer, HSE officer, HSE manager, HSE positions or any positions related to safety, there are few questions which are quite important and you will be facing this question in the interview. Normally होता क्या है कि जब आप और हम इंटरव्यू में जाते हैं, so I can tell you based on my experience, when some people ask questions to you, you may not be able to represent your own answer. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि आपको आंसर आता नहीं है, आपके पास में आंसर है, प्रोबेबली जिस ढंग से उस आंसर का फ्लो होना चाहिए उस आंसर का फ्लो नहीं हुआ है, राइट. तो आज हम इस वीडियो में यही देखेंगे कि जब भी कोई क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है इंटरव्यू में, उसको हम कॉन्फिडेंटली कैसे दें, कम से कम शब्दों में, अच्छे वर्ड्स में हम आंसर दें. So when we are going to say, the questions, you probably do not need to remember line by line. If you are able to understand, remember few words from particular question, from particular slide, that is enough. But only thing, you have to be confident, your delivery should be comfortable, your delivery should be clear and loud. Be confident, show correct body language, show correct attitude, that is enough. Those people who take interview, they only need few things from the person who are going to be interviewed. So let us start with the first question. What is safety? Since you are going for safety officer job, HSE officer job, safety manager job, this is quite feasible. And people say that safety definition is nothing but only, if you remember, 4 to 5 words in this slide, it is freedom or protection from harm, danger, hazard, risk, accident. You don't need to remember everything. You can tell either harm, it is free from harm, protection from harm, protection from hazard, protection from accident. That is enough. This is what the person would like to hear from you. If you want to go in the detail, you can say that it is a minimization of contact between human and hazard. This is a little more technical, but you should not be worried. In other terms, you can say the prevent physical harm to person or any property. This is the meaning of safety. Now let us go for the next one. Probably this is also very important question. People will ask you what factors are responsible for accident. So there are two factors, friends. Since you are in HSE profession, you will know that unsafe action and unsafe condition. There are two factors for any accident. Sometimes unsafe condition is also known as substandard condition. sometimes people say that unsafe action is substandard action. You only need to remember few things. Don't answer everything when people ask question to you. This is also a very hot question. Types of accident. Normally accidents are categorized in different way, but these are the four major types. You can say there are major accident, there are minor accidents, there are near misses, there are property damages and injury, probably minor or major. These are the enough for a person who is taking an interview. He will understand your depth, he will understand your knowledge with this answer. This is also a potential answer for types of accident. You can say that property damage without injury, injury without property damage, no injury, no property damage, or maybe injury and property damage, right? So you should answer in such a way that the person who is sitting in the interview, he will understand your depth. Why safety is needed? This is a very important question, because you are safety manager, you are HSE supervisor, you are safety supervisor, you are safety steward. So first and foremost thing here is legal aspect. This comes on the top. Here I am putting it in last because it is easy for you to remember. Legal terms. This is the legal requirement of the land. This is a legal requirement of the state. This is a legal requirement of the country. And other than that, out of 7 to 8 or 9 bullet points, you remember few words, you say few things, that is enough. Safety is important because of fast industrialization. Probably if you are interested to know more, you can see my another video, which is a detailed safety interview video, where I am going to explain everything in the detail. Second reason is direct cost and indirect cost. In this slide, we will see what is the meaning of direct cost and indirect cost of accident. Another reason is workers are our national property or national wealth. I hope you understand. Death and injuries extend to suffering to the families and society. This is also one of the very important reason why we need safety. Social loss in form of pain, loss of earnings capacity, and loss of life or limbs. This is also very important reason why we need safety. Safety is also a productivity. If your organization have a lot of accidents, so definitely the productivity is less. So let us understand, to increase the productivity, we need to have safety, right? High productivity can be obtained with increasing and maintaining safety level. I hope you understand. You are happy to work for any organization when you feel that your life is safe. There is no fire, there is no toxic emission. You will go back to home safely. You will be more productive, you will be more active. And as I mentioned that legal and humanitarian aspect and economical reason comes on the top. And everything, most important thing is legal requirement. Cost of accident, as I mentioned in the previous slide, there are two types of cost for any accident: direct cost and indirect cost. Direct cost are those costs what you can see with your eyes immediately. You can also say that it is immediate cost. We will see some examples in the next slide. What is the examples of direct cost? Indirect cost, what you cannot see immediately, or you can say that it is not immediate cost. What is direct cost of an accident? These are the few examples of direct cost. If there is an accident or any injury to people, there is a compensation. Company has to give the compensation to the person who is injured. This is as per Workmen Compensation Act or ESI Act in India. In foreign countries also, since I have been working for many countries, many companies, so there are different rules and regulations, but the intention remains same. Second, direct cost is the medical and hospital cost. The moment anybody is injured, you are going to take him into the hospital. So direct cost for hospital and medical cost, and definitely for transportation cost, ambulance cost and mobilization cost. These are the few examples of direct cost. You should say, I mean, 1 or 2 or 3 reasons here. Indirect cost. As we are saying that indirect cost is not immediate cost, you can say that cost to the company. If any accident happens other than the workman compensation, there is a lot of things what company has to pay. We will see in the detail other few examples what are the cost, what are the indirect cost to the company. Cost to the injured person. Person is injured, he got the medical treatment, but he has gone through the suffering, his family has gone through the suffering, his society has gone through the suffering. This is the indirect cost. And the cost to society, let's say if you are, God forbid should not happen to with you, but I am just giving an example. If something happens to you or me in the company, what will happen? If I lose my limb, if I lose my arm, this is loss to the society. My earning will come down. If my earning will come down, my expenditure will come down. If my expenditure will come down, ultimately society is loser. And of course, the nation. Any accident, whether this is small accident or major accident or moderate accident, every accident has cost to the company, cost to the nation, cost to the society. There are statistics, the ratio of direct cost and indirect cost. Gentlemen, I will tell you, if you are able to see the direct cost is 1 rupees for any accident, that means you can say that indirect cost is 10 times than direct cost. This is a very hot topic, very hot questions. You must remember this. You must remember this because in every interview, normally I ask this question. So, hierarchy of control of accident or hazard. So, there is a abbreviation ERICPD, ERICPD, elimination of hazard, reduction of hazard, isolation of hazard, control of hazard, personal protective equipment, and last thing comes discipline. So that means when you are going to design a hierarchy of control, you should focus E first and the last is discipline. Second last is PPE. PPE should not come on the top. So when anybody is asking this question to you, probably you can tell all of this. Even if you are not able to tell all of this, you can tell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is enough for the interview. The person who is taking an interview, he will understand your depth, he will be happy, and I am very sure you will be selected. What do you mean by accident? There are many definitions, but you do not need to remember this definition line by line, word by word. You can represent this statement in your way. You can say that any unexpected event or mishaps which causes injury to people or damages to property and environment. This is enough. Or you can say that accident means any unwanted events which causes injury to people, injury to damage to property or environment. This is enough. And if you wish to go through another definition, you can go through this definition, but I can tell you, you don't need to remember the definition line by line. You understand the intent and you tell in your language. No need to worry. Now this is also very important question, specifically if you are going for interview in chemical company, oil and gas company, fertilizer, construction, oil and gas, pharmaceutical company. So there are MAH, major accident hazard. So there are definition of MAH as per the legal requirement, 10 or more injuries or losses of life inside or outside the plant. If it happens, so definitely that accident is a major accident hazard. Second definition, you can say release of toxic chemicals, explosion, fire, or spillage of chemicals. So you can say that loss of primary containment. If the loss of primary containment happens, there is a potential spill of hazardous chemical, potential exposure of toxic chemical, there is a potential fire, potential explosion. That means in a nutshell, any accident which causes 10 or more injuries or multiple injuries, that is enough. That is good definition of MAH. Guys, with this we are ending our session for module 1. We have detailed videos and training module for interview. If you have time and if you have any confusion and doubt, I would request you to go through that video. And if you need any help, you can send the email to us, or you can also join a WhatsApp group so that you can get regular message for HSE knowledge and awareness. Thank you very much.